We are now approaching the Mallard Creek Road Supercharger, the Charlotte Supercharger on Mallard Creek Road. And it's not one of my favorites. It's very serviceable. Mostly the reason I don't like it is because it's in the wrong direction from home. And the Charlotte Service Center, which is mine, not mine, but the one closest to my house, the one I use, on several occasions has suggested that I actually come here to supercharge rather than hooking me up to the one that they've got. They don't always do that, but they do it enough to annoy me. I'm like, why would I go 30 minutes out of my way home on my 4-hour trip back home to go supercharge when you've got one here? And on top of that, it's not a great supercharger to begin with, as you'll see. So getting off the highway, there is a little bit longer of a journey. So what we're going to do is we're going to speed this up and show you. And don't take my criticism of the service center. I love those guys. They do great. It's just that the handful of times that they have suggested that I go out of my way to come here, I have taken as an insult. Not a huge one, just like, seriously, guys. You want me to come here? That's neither here nor there. Don't hold it against them. But that's what started me with this station. And then the station itself it's average at best. It's in a strip mall. It's anchored by a grocery store, Harris Teeter, and they close. It's not one of the 24-hour Harris Teeters. The ones that are 24 hours are great. I mean, the staff is friendly. They're there all day. The bathrooms are usually in the whole chain. The Harris Teeter, their sister store with Kroger. Their restrooms are usually serviced, but they usually seem to have a smell, and they're not always the cleanest. But you don't have to worry about getting sick from going in them, unless somebody's just finished blowing it up. That thankfully doesn't happen too often. It's like they don't have the fans in most of them. Some are better than others, but on the whole. And this one is definitely on the whole. But the staff there is nice. The store could probably use a refresh to come in line with the other stores. There's a pizzeria, an Asian food store, and we'll see about the rest when I get there. I can't remember. Those are what we used in the past, is the Jet Pizza, the Asian food store, and the Harris Teeter. Well, I said it speeded up, but I talked through all of it. All right, so now I'm gonna stop talking, speed the rest of this up, and we'll catch you when we get there. So one of my friends was actually here this morning. We're about to make the turn into the Mallard Creek charger. And he said that a bunch of folks were parked on the wrong side of the supercharger. So there's a Walgreens here. They are not the host. I don't understand why they were... He said it wasn't iced, and so I don't know what would have led them to believe that the Walgreens was the right move for how to charge. So it's not so much the... Yes, the cable reaches. There's nothing really wrong with that, except that when somebody comes in on the correct side of the supercharger, they don't know what's in use because the lines are... The numbers are, the charge port on all these cars so far is on the left. And so as you're backing in and somebody's on the wrong side, it makes it hard to do that mental gymnastics to figure out which way you should be lining up to do your parking. I probably should make the U-turn there, but it's raining and dark, so I'm going to come this way because it works. Yeah, I should have made the U-turn and then the right, but this is fine. There's forever somebody parked in front of this Chinese food store when I get here. It's always a different car. We've got two friends today. Probably won't be a lot of Tesla talk out in the rain. not run it over. So I'm gonna adjust this parking job here. I know there's a Tesla there. You think I could afford 2 of these things to get smashed up? Nah, girl, nah. I say girl, because the Tachkoma had a female voice. But they were AIs. So I really should call it they and you. Okay, let's get plugged up. Again, it's raining, so I'm gonna switch back to the GoPro. Catch you in a minute. Okay. All right, so do not park on the other side unless these are iced. And so my friend also told me that somebody was taking down the reserved for electric vehicle fueling, electric car charging only, and they just ripped it straight off. That's pretty terrible behavior. And then thankfully some of the one of the Tesla electric vehicle parking signs have remains. All right, so little hint with these guys is we got a lock hook right there that the lock hooks into when your car is charging. It's also what holds these things up. There's another end right there that this clicks into. So you want to make sure, there we go. Make sure that gets on there, and then you can let it go. Just like that. All right, so my wife wants to use the store, so we're going to switch to time-lapse mode, and we will show you how to get to the restroom. But on the worst side of things, the urinal was full of urine, and not because somebody didn't flush or for water conservation reasons or laziness, but because the plumbing is not set up to allow enough flushes with 2 or 3 flushes to clear the system. And my wife said the women's room was equally disgusting. It reeked on both of them. You can talk without.
No!
Anyway, so she says that it was not acceptable.
Okay, the restroom, the women's restroom is dirty. It has some like poop on the door too.
On the,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That is gross. There's a decent amount of stuff to do here. The Walgreens, urgent care, the GNC, Harris Teeter, Balusters, Hustling, Jet Pizza, nail salon, etc. Cleaners. I would have to give this one a... Oh, I'll let you in. I would give this one a 6. I would give this one a 6 out of 10 when it's having one of its good days, 5 out of 10 on one of its bad days. But I'm gonna go ahead and mark it in as a 6 of the places that close. This place closes at 11, so it's not too bad for night travel. It's just not any good for late night travel. It's better than nothing. It's the only thing that Charlotte has, and the residents here are asking for another one on the other side. I don't know if they're gonna get it, but if it was on the other side, it would be more practical for me as well as a traveler, which is what the systems are really designed for. So with that, we will catch you on the flip side.